Hello museum friends, it's Anne here, and I am excited to show you how to make an original flower with some discarded materials. Once you have an empty discarded box, you then need to find a lid or a cup that is about 3.5 inches in diameter. We're going to trace the cup to make a circle and then we'll cut it out. To create the leaves for the flower, I drew out 2 leaf shapes that are connected together about 6 inches long. Decided to make 2 flowers after going through my magazine pages. I suggest that you pick 3 or 4 colorful patterns out of the magazine pages that blend nicely together. Once you have picked your color theme, you want to tear little pieces out of the magazine in random shapes and about 1 inch in size. I used a magazine page that had 1 solid green landscape scene. To start with the paste, on the leaf, I prefer to just put a little bit on the cardboard and not on the paper, and then smooth it out. When pasting the little pieces for the flower, I put the paste on both sides of the magazine pieces and then press down on the cardboard to get out all the wrinkles. One of my favorite parts of this project is placing all the little colorful pieces onto the cardboard and just trying to make my own little unique random pattern. Once I have all my little pieces glued down to the cardboard and the cardboard covered completely, I let it dry. With some acrylic paint, I paint the back of the cardboard pieces, and I try to match what's going on with the patterns on the front side. Once the paint is dry, I find the center of the circle by measuring it in half. After I've found the center, I take a quarter and place it in the middle of the circle and trace around it so that I have some guidelines to start creating the petals. I take a ruler and draw out 8 petals, using the center as my starting point. After I cut out my petals, I also cut off the corner bits in order to shape the petal. Then I pull the petals apart to create a flower shape. To embellish my flower, I use decorative paper punches and paint sample chips that I get from the paint store. down the punched out paint chips. It might be easier for you to use a white glue rather than the paste because of the thickness of the paper. Used a nail and a hammer to make a hole in the center of the flower so that the stem wire can fit through it. Before I put the flower together, I spray it with a clear glaze outdoors. To make this an easy step, I place the flower parts onto a wooden skewer using the little holes that I made with the nail. At one end of the stem wire, you need to make a loop with the needle nose pliers, or you can use a hammer and flatten out the metal by hitting it against another piece of metal. I love glass beads, so I may use more than needed for this project. The trick is here that you have to find the right size hole in the bead. Once you have your beads on the stem wire, in order to hold them in place, you need to use your needle nose pliers and make a loop. This might take a little practice, but it does work. Boho style flowers make a fun gift for a friend or a colorful table display. Thanks for joining in.